which are like this and like that. I'm going to scale them a bit also, so they're not going to look like all the same. And I'm going to go back in front view and make sure that everything is aligned, and everything it is, so that's fine. So basically, of course, these palm tree, okay, are using alpha for the leaves, okay, what we can see like in here from the texture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing as I did like for my cube. I'm going to go here, select one of my trees. I duplicate them so they're all using like the same material. So basically what I'm doing here will be affected on the others. So I'm selecting this one, map to, and I'm going to go search value as well. So I'm going to select everything, and in order for the queuing system to work properly, every pivot point have to be in the center of the object. So I'm going to center new, and we can see that now everything is in the middle. I'm going to export now and see how it looked like. And I want to move my camera down a bit again. G, Z, okay. So we're more like near the ground. Select everything, export, and render. Okay, there we go. I got my trees here, but there's a little problem with the leaf here. And I'm going to go fix that right now. Oh, first of all, also I'm going to rename these objects just to make things like more clear. So palm 1, and go search my other one here, palm 2, and palm 3, and palm 4. Okay. So basically, the problem that I'm having here, it's exactly the same problem that I have with my box, okay? Since some of the face are back facing, so I cannot see like my leaf rendered properly. So what I'm going to do is the same as I did before. I select the object, then go in edit mode and select one triangle. Doesn't matter which one. And I'm going to go back in texture face here, and I'm going to click once again on two side and check how it's looking like now. Okay, export, nice, and build and go. Okay, so now we can see that my tree is rendering properly, but it's not like quite right. We can see that some of the value here is like still black here, and that's caused by the alpha value, okay, and like the proper sorting of these leaves. So basically, like the trick how to be able to fix that is to use alpha level. I'm going to go in Blender again, and this time I will select one of my tree and go in material, in shading, and then material, and I'm going to go in shaders, and I'm going to go search this property here that is called translucency. That's basically the value that I'm using to do an alpha test, okay? What is the alpha test? Is you specify a value, okay, from 0 to 1, and let's say that this time I'm using like 0.55, let's say 0.55, okay, and all fragment below 0.55 will be discarded, and all the ones that are greater will be rendered. So by doing this, we're capable, like to adjust how the leaves are going to look like and make them look like, make the edges, that basically do a texture lookup, with the UV here to look like more sharp and more smooth, okay, in order to adjust them and render them properly. So this is all done, okay. Once again, I only do it on one, and since they're duplicated objects, they will have, like the same property that it's applied all over. I'm going to go in scripting and update again, and let's see how my palm trees are looking like now. Flip the simulator, and now if I go back a little and look closely, we can see that all my leaves are rendering properly. Maybe this one is not clear enough. Like, yeah, like this one should look better. Okay. And we can see that everything, like all the leaves, like are more sharp and are like consistent also. And like here. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. And we can see also that even if part of this object is like solid and not transparent, like even the sorting method, we can see here, like from the box, that the palm tree is still sorted like properly, depending on the faces, which is exactly the kind of effect that we want to. So you don't have to worry about that. Like SIO2 is doing all this for you. So now our scene, we're going to add now. I'm going to show you how to add billboard. Okay, billboard is kind of useful even these days. Okay, especially on this kind of device. So I'm going to add mesh, and I'm going to add a plane, and I'm going to go in object mode and give a little angle to that plane. Let's say 90 degrees. And I'm going to call it grass. Okay, and I'm going to give also a little angle here and grab them and move them more near my camera here. And I'm going to duplicate, Alt and D, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to rename all these objects. So grass, this is going to be grass 1, this is going to be grass 2, grass 2, grass 3, grass 3, and grass 4. Okay, all set. I'm going to select my original one, which is grass, since now they are all sharing the same material, like the same properties. So basically I'm going to add new here, a new material, and all the grass, will use the same material as this one. So I'm going to go search another RGBA TGA. This time I'm going to go on texture, add new image, and I'm going to go search my grass.tga. Go in edit mode, go search my grass, and switch from my camera angle, textured, and we can see that they're looking like upside down. So we're going to modify here. Select with A and rotate like 180 degree plus or minus. And they are like kind of below the ground. So I'm going to go back in object mode and select them all. Oops, not the camera. Select, and put them at ground level. Now, in order to add like billboarding, like to make them billboard, okay, I'm going to select one and make sure that I'm selecting one face. And once again, we're going to go in texture face here, and I'm going to click billboard. And now I'm going to export, like just to show you what happened. So billboard is selected here, and another important thing, since billboards are basically rotating around their origin, we have to reset, like the transformation that have been applied on the object. So if I push N, we can see that I have like a rotation of 90 degree and a rotation Z, like whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push Control A and scale and rotation to OB data. This thing will directly like reset, like the transformation, and I cannot do that on a multi-user mesh. So what I'm going to do, since I cannot do it, okay, Blender don't let me do it, since this object I've duplicated, I'm going to push U and then make single user and object data, material, and texture. So everything is like independent by doing this. Right click on it, push U, confirm, push U, confirm, push U, confirm, push U, and confirm. Then I'm going to be able to apply the transformation on it. Control A, yes. Control A, yes. Control A, yes. Yes, and yes. So now my billboard will